6 surprising signs you're a highly attractive man. Do you have them? Love is not about finding someone to live with. It's about finding someone you can't imagine living without. Anonymous. It's not about what you say. It's not about the words you speak. It's about how you make someone feel. Women don't fall for rehearsed lines or empty promises. In fact, many of the men they are drawn to don't even try to impress. It's not your fancy car, your Instagram following, or your collection of suits that truly captivate her. What really grabs her attention are the invisible traits you exude without even realizing it. There are unspoken qualities that make you magnetic, qualities that have nothing to do with appearance, but everything to do with your essence. Let me guide you through the understated yet undeniable signals of a man who commands respect and admiration. Welcome to Blessing of Stoicism, where we reveal timeless wisdom on love, relationships, and becoming the man you were meant to be. Number 1. People unintentionally mirror your gestures and posture. One of the most unexpected signs that you're a truly attractive man is when people begin to mirror your gestures and posture without even realizing it. Picture this. You're sitting across from someone, and without any apparent reason, they adjust their posture exactly like yours. You lean back in your chair, and before you know it, they do the same. You casually scratch your jaw, and moments later, they're doing the same thing. At first, it might seem like just a coincidence, but there's actually a deeper reason behind this. It's a biological response that signals a powerful, subconscious connection. When someone mirrors your body language, they're sending a clear, silent message. I trust you. I like you. I want to be aligned with you. No words are needed. Their actions speak volumes in a way compliments could never match. This is a sign that effortlessly you've created a bond that goes beyond words. Your energy is influencing the interaction, setting the tone for everyone involved. It's as if you're the heartbeat of the room, and those around you naturally fall into rhythm with you, all without you doing anything other than being present in your own confidence. The shift is subtle, not dramatic. There's no need for anyone to raise their voice or make any obvious gestures. The entire environment feels more cohesive, almost like a silent symphony, where every person follows the same flow, drawn to your natural presence. This is the quiet power of leadership, a leadership that doesn't demand attention or control, but instead draws people in by simply existing as your authentic self. It's a primal connection. Your energy leads, and others naturally follow. So when you notice someone copying your movements, like sipping water after you or nodding in agreement right after you do, understand that it's not some random fluke. It's an instinctive response, signaling a deeper attraction, a pull towards your authentic presence. The beauty of this phenomenon is that you don't need to force anything. You don't need to manipulate the situation. Simply by being yourself, you command attention and respect, and others effortlessly align with you. As Marcus Aurelius once wisely said, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one. This concept goes far beyond just philosophical musings. It's reflected in your every movement, action, and the way you effortlessly influence others around you. So, if you've ever noticed people mirroring your actions, it's not a coincidence. It's a reflection of the magnetic energy you exude naturally. Number 2, your calm presence diffuses tense situations quickly. You step into a room, and the atmosphere is thick with tension. People are on edge, voices are rising, and the energy feels like a storm about to break. But then, something shifts. You speak, or perhaps you just stand there, and suddenly, without raising your voice or taking sides, the room starts to settle. The chaos dissipates. And no, that's not just luck. That's the natural law of your presence. Highly attractive men don't just draw attention, they bring balance. When your calm energy enters a volatile situation, people instinctively adjust to it. It's not forced, it's the effect of your very presence. The force of your grounded composure, your unshakable demeanor, makes everything feel less chaotic, even if the room has no clue why. This is not a conscious effort. It's like your nervous system becomes the anchor, setting the tone. You don't panic. You don't react hastily. You remain firmly rooted. And that, whether they realize it or not, people feel. Have you ever noticed that when you enter a heated conversation, the arguments start to lose their intensity? Or how the room suddenly quiets when you speak and people want to work things out? That's not mere coincidence. That's you becoming the emotional thermostat of the room, regulating the mood with your quiet influence. And here's a truth that most overlook. This composed control doesn't just earn respect, it sparks desire. When others feel secure and stable in your presence, attraction begins to brew beneath the surface. Quietly, subtly, but powerfully. As the great philosopher Epictetus once said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. You, in your stillness, demonstrate profound mastery over both yourself and your environment. You don't need to shout or make demands. You simply exist with strength. And that, my friend, is what draws people in. If your stillness can calm a storm, it's not just leadership. It's a form of quiet seduction. So, own this power. Recognize it. And remember, the most magnetic force in any room isn't always the loudest voice. It's the one that exudes calm, the one that guides others without a word. The next time you walk into a room filled with tension, watch how the atmosphere changes with you in it. Command it, harness it, and let it work for you. Number 3, friends and strangers alike seek your input before decisions. Picture this. You're out with friends, and when the question of where to eat arises, everyone instinctively looks to you for guidance. Or maybe you're part of a group chat where, before any decision is made, everyone eagerly waits for your response. Even at work, a colleague you barely know might approach you and ask for your opinion on something. It's clear that, no matter the situation, people turn to you for guidance. But why is that? What makes them seek your input, even when the issue isn't directly related to you or your responsibility? The answer is simple. People trust those they believe have clarity. Trust is not just about expertise or knowledge. It's fundamentally about the energy you project. Highly attractive men, those who exude a magnetic presence, radiate something more profound than mere confidence. They embody a quiet, steady certainty that commands attention without ever needing to boast or force it. This type of certainty is unshakable and doesn't shout for recognition. It simply exists and draws people in. There's a unique power in being grounded that others can sense without having to be told. When people turn to you for advice, it's not just your words they're seeking. They're looking for a sense of peace and clarity in the midst of their own confusion. Whether it's a question about texting someone back or trying to make sense of a decision, they aren't just after an answer, they're after direction. Subconsciously, they're acknowledging that you have a clearer view of the world than they do, and they trust that your calm judgment will help settle the noise in their minds. This influence isn't about having all the right answers or being the loudest in the room. It's about the presence you exude. You become a stabilizing force in their world, someone they can rely on for not just guidance, but for emotional grounding. This kind of influence builds respect, yes, but it also fosters attraction. People start to see you as someone who possesses a clarity and wisdom they wish they could master themselves. And that's a rare quality in today's fast-paced, uncertain world. In a world where decisions are rushed and the pace never slows, people are naturally drawn to those who can provide a sense of calm. It's a quality that's often overlooked, but highly coveted. You don't need to have all the answers or be the loudest voice in the room. By simply maintaining your composure and offering thoughtful responses, you become a beacon of clarity and confidence. This, my friend, is not just a quality that garners respect. It's one that inspires admiration and even desire. So, the next time you find yourself the center of attention in a decision-making moment, don't dismiss it. Recognize that your mere presence is already halfway to the answer. It's a reflection of the strength, wisdom, and composure you carry within you. Qualities that not only enhance your credibility, but also draw people into your orbit. Embrace this power, for it signals that you've tapped into a deeper, more compelling form of attraction, one that influences not only through words, but through the grounded presence you project. If you find this valuable, comment below, and share it with someone who could benefit. Comment to remember. I radiate calm, clarity, and confidence. Drop this affirmation in the comments section to show your commitment to embracing the power of grounded presence. Number 4. Those around you remember tiny details about you unprompted. One of the most surprising signs that you're a highly attractive man is when those around you start remembering the tiniest details about you, unprompted. Maybe one day you casually mentioned that you like your coffee black, and then, 2 weeks later, someone hands you a cup of black coffee without you asking. Or perhaps you made a joke about hating pineapple on pizza, and suddenly, every time you're around, that topping mysteriously disappears from the menu. It might seem like coincidence or simply people being kind, but there's something much deeper happening here. This attention isn't random. It's a subconscious reflection of the deeper impression you've made on others. When you're highly attractive, not just in the way you look, but also in the way you carry yourself and the energy you exude, people's brains tend to hold on to you longer. You stand out in their mental lineup, often without even realizing it. Even if you barely spoke a word, your presence made an impression that they cannot easily forget. It's fascinating, isn't it? You might have forgotten the little details they remember about you, but they haven't. Why? Because attractive people, in all senses of the word, anchor moments. They transform what would otherwise be simple, forgettable interactions into experiences that others hold on to. Those small details, the ones you casually throw out in conversation, become markers of connection. It's not about flirting or making direct compliments. It's about the subtle ways people stay connected to you, even when you're not physically present. They remember your favorite snack, the plans you casually mentioned for the weekend, or even that quirky opinion you dropped halfway through a conversation. And when they bring these details up, it won't feel forced. It'll come across as if they just remembered it in passing. But the truth is, it stayed on their mind, quietly simmering in their subconscious. This is the sign of someone who is magnetic, someone whose presence leaves an impression far beyond what's on the surface. It's more than just being memorable. It's about creating a connection that lasts in the minds of others. And it's this kind of subtle, energetic pull that attracts people to you. The philosopher Aristotle once said, "Personal beauty is a greater recommendation than any letter of reference." This is not just about external appearance, but also about the beauty of your presence and how it leaves an indelible mark on the hearts and minds of others. If you notice people around you remembering these little details and bringing them up effortlessly, it's a clear sign that you're not only unforgettable, you're magnetic. Your ability to leave such a lasting impression without trying speaks to a deeper kind of attractiveness. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Have you ever had someone bring up small details about you that you didn't think they'd remember? Share your experiences in the comments below. Number 5. Others often trust you with personal stories or secrets. Have you ever found yourself standing in line, minding your own business, only to have someone suddenly open up about their most personal experiences, like the end of a relationship? Or perhaps you're at a gathering, and within moments, a complete stranger starts pouring out childhood memories, as though you've known each other for years. These encounters seem to happen out of nowhere, and often you haven't even said anything to prompt them. So, why does this happen to you? What makes people feel comfortable enough to share their deepest secrets and most vulnerable moments without hesitation? The answer lies in the emotional safety you bring to the table. When people sense that they can trust you, they naturally begin to open up. Emotional safety. This is one of the most powerful yet overlooked qualities a man can possess. Look, many men can appear attractive or carry themselves well, but it's rare to find someone who creates an environment where people feel truly safe to be vulnerable. You've developed an ability to provide that safety without even trying. That's not something everyone can do. This rare quality doesn't just attract women, it draws men in too. Men start to speak to you differently. Their voices soften, their body language relaxes, and they let their guard down. They share their stories, their struggles, and their authentic selves. It's not about grand gestures or fancy words. It's the calmness you radiate, the way your eyes lock in and focus on them, and the stillness you bring into any room. These small yet powerful actions make others feel they can truly be themselves in your presence. In a chaotic, judgmental world, being someone who exudes peace and understanding is magnetic. People are naturally drawn to you because they know they can express themselves freely without fear of judgment. But here's the real secret. Trust is a powerful thing, one that most men fail to realize. It's the foundation of any meaningful connection. When someone trusts you enough to reveal their deepest thoughts, you've formed a bond that goes far beyond surface-level interactions. This connection, this trust, becomes the glue that holds relationships together. People can feel that bond. Even if they don't recognize it consciously, they are magnetically drawn to you. In today's world, where genuine connections are often rare, offering emotional safety is an invaluable asset. If people consistently confide in you, it's no accident. It's because you've become their safe space. You're the one who allows them to breathe easy, speak honestly, and reveal their true selves. This is the essence of attraction, something that creates deep, lasting relationships, whether they're romantic or platonic. When you offer trust, you don't just become someone they talk to, you become someone they can't imagine their life without. This type of influence, built on the foundation of emotional safety, creates an environment where relationships can thrive and flourish in ways they never could otherwise. Remember, you are the rare, safe harbor in a world full of stormy seas. Number 6. You notice subtle lingering glances in mundane settings. You're simply going about your day, grabbing toothpaste, walking the dog, waiting for your coffee. Nothing flashy, nothing forced. You're not flexing, you're not trying to be anything other than yourself. But suddenly, you catch someone's eyes lingering on you, just a bit too long. They quickly look away, pretending they were never watching, but you saw it. If this happens more than once, there's something you need to understand about it. Attraction doesn't always announce itself in grand gestures or bold moves. It often appears quietly, subtly, almost imperceptibly. Those lingering glances? They're a person's way of admiring you from a safe distance, without the fear of being caught. You're not doing anything extraordinary, and that's exactly what makes it extraordinary. Your very presence, the way you hold yourself, your stillness, the energy you exude attracts attention effortlessly. It's not about looking like a model. It's about how you carry yourself. It's about calm confidence, an unbothered composure, and an undeniable sense of comfort in your own skin. When you possess these traits, you will naturally draw eyes. People may not even understand why they're drawn to you, but they will feel it. Their attraction is primal, unfiltered, something they may not even want to admit to themselves. But it's there. Once you become aware of it, you'll start noticing it more often, and you'll realize just how powerful and magnetic your presence truly is. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." You, my friend, stand in the way of no one. Your mere presence, your authenticity, is a force that cannot be ignored. And that in itself is power. People will watch you, and when you notice it, you will know that you're not just living, you're commanding the room. This is the art of unspoken attraction, something that speaks louder than words, and it's a key sign that you're a highly attractive man. Embrace it, own it, and let it propel you to new heights. Bonus point: people assume you're already taken, even when you're not. Picture this. You walk into a room and the energy shifts. People aren't rushing to flirt with you, not because they're not interested, but because they assume someone else must have already claimed your attention. You're at a dinner and suddenly someone exclaims, "Wait, you're single!" As if it's a shocking revelation. This might sound perplexing at first, but it's not about a ring on your finger or cryptic social media posts. What really stands out is the energy you carry with you. The quiet confidence, the sense of self-possession, the calm, masculine edge that subtly communicates, "I know who I am." Attractive men don't chase validation from others, and this self-assuredness creates an impression that you must already be in high demand. It's almost like an invisible force field that surrounds you, making people believe that someone must have already snagged your attention. This trait is fascinating because it has a dual effect. It shuts some people down, making them hesitate or second-guess themselves, while pulling others in with even greater intrigue. They're curious about you, but unsure whether they should take a step forward. This sense of mystery and self-reliance creates a magnetic pull, but one that is tempered by caution and respect. And for those who do decide to approach you, it's not a game. They're not testing the waters or casually trying their luck. Instead, they approach with a sense of purpose. They already believe you possess high value, and their decision to approach you means they're serious, they aren't wasting time. They see something in you that suggests you're someone who commands respect and attention, and they're willing to put in the effort to get to know you better. So, when people act surprised by your single status, don't mistake it for rejection or indifference. It's actually a form of recognition. They're acknowledging, often unconsciously, the quality you radiate, the calm confidence that signals you're a person others admire and desire. It's a reminder that your sense of self-worth and the energy you project can change how others perceive you without you needing to do anything extra. In modern life, where we're often caught up in the hustle of proving our value, the man who is at peace with who he is and doesn't feel the need to chase attention stands out. This stillness and self-assurance are incredibly attractive. It's not about being untouchable. It's about being so sure of yourself that others believe you must already be claimed. And that subtle recognition, even if unspoken, becomes the powerful magnet that draws people in, making you appear even more desirable. Thank you for sticking with us till the end. You're the ones who make this community what it is. We see you and we appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button to support our growth. It helps more than you know. Subscribe for daily content just like this, and if you know someone who's been doubting their own attractiveness, send this video their way. You might just open their eyes to something they've never seen in themselves. Remember, real attraction starts from within. It's about the way you carry yourself, how you remain calm in the face of chaos, and the confidence that radiates from being comfortable in your own skin. Never underestimate the power of your presence. It can leave an impression long after you've left the room. Thank you for watching and staying with us all the way through. We've also recommended another powerful video right there on your screen. It reveals something most men never notice about themselves: but once you see it, you won't be able to ignore it. Click it now, and we'll see you guys back here tomorrow.